Hi, my name is Merrick McCrory, and I'm going to talk to you about early childhood curriculum. Curriculum models can vary very much so between ages and teachers, the actual individual schools, the state, countries. I know our education program is very different here in the United States than it is in other countries, for example, China. Age determines curriculum models, very much so. A curriculum model in high school will be very different from one used in preschool. High school kids typically need to learn how to analyze and kind of think critically, whereas preschool and early childhood teachers need to not only develop a child academically, but very much so cognitively, socially, and emotionally, particularly in areas where students haven't had a lot of that growth at home before they came into the classroom. HighScope is a curriculum model with a plan, do, review outlook. The teacher plays with the children and encourages them to plan and boost vocabulary and language and kind of just a different approach to teaching. Montessori is very well known at this point. It has a few different avenues used. Didactic kind of teaches sequence and relationship along with spatial awareness, and something perfect to teach this is puzzles. Sensorial classification, a child could classify rocks or beads or something like that. Conceptual learning is where the academic subjects are represented concretely. So, for example, you would use beads to learn the decimal system, or 10 beads, or sandpaper, letters, to learn how to make words, but you can feel them, not only see them. So you're really hands-on, and it's just sinking into the child's brain. There's the Bank Street model, which brings real-world and academics and whole child growth together. Teachers are teaching while they're still in school. They're working with a teacher basically the whole time they're in the program. And it seems to be very successful in impoverished areas. There's the creative approach, and this is the current U.S. early childhood standard. It brings together national and state standards. IEPs are very popular with this creative model. Students need to have an individualized education program. This kind of goes along with Vygotsky and Piaget, saying that children need to learn based on what they're capable of, and a teacher needs to work with each child individually and have group work and whole class work and small groups and you name it. It's very academic and hands-on, both. The needs, interests, and abilities of children are all met and enhanced. Reggio Emilia is named after an area in Italy. This is where it was designed. Kids decide what they want to learn, and it kind of becomes a project for the whole class. It could be a month long, it could be the whole year, any varying range of time. Then there's the Waldorf, method, and it is a practical education as well as spiritual education. So it is supposed to focus on the whole child as well as spirit. So their whole motto is head, heart, hands. It's very outdoorsy, kind of hippie-ish. The kids learn how to, they go outside to learn how to paint or learn how to rake. I learned more doing this project about Bank Street and Reggio Emilia than I ever had known about those two. The other ones, I don't know if I learned too much more about them today. Waldorf, I learned everything about it today because I never even I don't remember hearing about it in prior semesters. I think a mixture of all of them will provide for a very well-rounded education. I do believe in religious education if someoe's religious. I went through Catholic schools, but I don't necessarily believe in that Waldorf approach where it's almost, to me, kind of hug-a-tree-ish, a little too earthy for my personal, desires as a teacher. but I respect it. And I would say that a creative curriculum really relates to my philosophy. I really believe in being kind of a progressive teacher and taking from all different sources and, just really kind of coming up with not necessarily my own philosophy 100%, but, just kind of bringing them all together. And I think the creative already brings a lot of these philosophies together. And I really want to do a modern approach. I think teaching should be kind of based on a teacher's curriculum, and then of course taking children's desires of what they want to learn into consideration and maybe fostering their ideas and then kind of directing them and leading the class, but still letting them be interested in what they're learning. Children definitely need to be creative. They need to learn through play. 100% I believe that. These young children, school is getting, in my opinion, a little too academic for young kids. It really needs to still focus on that social and emotional growth. I believe that Bank Street and Waldorf do give a very good outlook on how for the whole child to grow. I think that there needs to be structure with a little bit of wiggle room. So I think my education ideals have not totally changed based on this project, but maybe I know a little bit more why I think the way I do now. So again, cognitive, social, emotional, physical growth. Thank you.